Hello, hello. You know, Globies, in my travels, I come across some of the most amazing people with every kind of rig imaginable. Today, I'm going to take you along with me on a tour of a tiny little Max Flyer trailer that I call the Expandable Magical Box. It can be transformed from a 40-foot square trailer into a spacious 3-room compound with a kitchen. You have to see this to believe it. While we're at it, we're going to meet its 6'5" owner, Bobby, who fits comfortably into this tiny little trailer. Bobby is a dedicated first responder who's been protecting and serving his community for 28 years. Come on, let's go meet Bobby and see his legal getaway vehicle. Did I mention that he's a determined and excellent bass fisherman? Well, hello, Bobby.
Hello.
Thank you so much for doing this tour with me and interview. When I saw you sitting next to this rig and I saw you stand up, I was like, how on earth is he fitting into that? So can you tell me, how tall are you?
6'5".
And this is what are the inside dimensions on this?
It's 5 feet wide, 8 feet long, and 4.5 feet tall.
And you sleep in this?
Yes.
And oh my. So I'm just trying to think of all the questions that brings up. So what is this called?
It's a 2017 Intech Max Flyer Pursuit.
Okay, and how long have you had it?
I've had it 3 years.
So now I see that you also have a tent that attaches to the side, and that's an ARB?
Yes, ARB awning with an add-on room.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about the inside here.
Well, inside you have heat and AC, a stereo, TV connections, and it also has solar hookups.
Okay, so your bed, what kind of bed is this?
That is just a twin mattress that is just set to one side.
So, and what's the insulation of that on the floor?
That is just like gym floor padding.
Okay.
To make it softer on my knees when I have to crawl into it.
Okay, and then the wall is lined with what?
Lined with carpet.
Okay, and is there insulation behind that?
Yeah, it's all aluminum structure with insulation.
All right, and I see you've got cubby holes back here.
Yeah, there's front storage that you'll see when we get around to the front. There's a slide out kitchen that actually goes in underneath that.
Oh my. So you looks like, and you have what, a good 18 inches or so on the side of the bed?
Yeah.
So you can get in and out, and an air conditioner. So that's, what kind of air conditioner is that?
It's a Coleman.
Okay, and is that, well, it's such a small space.
It's Coleman combination AC and heat.
Okay, and what do you power that on?
That only runs on the 30 amp shore power.
So you have to be hooked up to have that run. Okay, but now I see you also have nets over here. Yep. On the side.
Storage nets, that was all came with it.
Okay, and then
it
is
has
that
a Max Air fan.
Now is that a door over there?
There's a side door and with a screen over the top of it that just hooks up with magnets.
And then you got, what, 2 windows here?
Yep, 2 windows.
Oh my. And so I guess you must be quite the fisherman, because I see you got...
I love to fish.
Well, tell us a little bit about your backstory. You're a first responder, is that correct?
Correct. I work in law enforcement. At this point in my career, administrative, and I don't give out a lot of information about who or where I work for. So, because some things with social media gets frowned upon in law enforcement, so I keep myself safe and out of trouble.
But you do have quite a few people who report to you.
Correct.
And I think you said...
The unit I'm over, which actually consists of 4 separate units, is about 200 deputies that I work for them. And it's larger than most law enforcement agencies in Texas.
Wow. Well, thank you very much for your
Yep.
service. We appreciate it. And how long have you been doing that for?
I've been 28 years now.
Wow. That's
And we got 3 more, and I'm going to call it quits and be spending a lot more time in this bass fishing.
a lot more time fishing.
Yeah.
So, well, take us around and show us. So, we see the air conditioner on top. When you stand up, I'm just amazed. When you stand up, you tower over that, but yet you fit in there and you're comfortable in there, you said.
Yeah, it's very comfortable.
So, show us how you extend your space outside.
There's a dome tent that attaches to this back and seals around the box.
Okay.
And it's like a 6-man tent that comes out here
Okay.
and just gives you another room.
So you have a very small interior space that you sleep in, but you expand it quite a bit. Can you tell me about this expansion you have on here?
So it's a ARB awning that folds up and goes into this cover and stays in place. And then I've added this room that attaches to the awning.
Okay. And about how big would you say this is inside here?
It's probably about 8 by 8.
Wow, so that more than doubles your space.
Yeah.
And then you were telling me that this fan here just is powerful and it just blows like crazy.
It's a very good fan, yes.
Okay. Now, one thing I asked you about was the power to run your AC, but what about the other things like the fan and the refrigerator, which we're going to look at in a minute? What do you power those with?
If I'm boondocking or while I'm traveling, everything like the lights and everything but the heat and AC run off of a 12-volt system where I have a deep cycle battery in a storage compartment on the left front of the
And
camper.
do you have solar, you said?
And it has solar hookups and also has hookups for cable TV.
And how much solar power do you have?
I have no solar power right now. I haven't bought the panels to
Oh,
hook
okay.
up to it yet.
But you have the option to do that.
Correct.
Okay. Now, I was wondering, and as are my viewers going to be wondering, about the bathroom. What do you do for a bathroom if you're boondocking?
Well, if you look down here, there's a bucket.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's...
Which is one reason for this add-on room. Gives me
Okay.
some privacy if I have to use that.
So your luggable loo
Yeah.
down there.
Otherwise, a lot of places I stay at, they have restrooms and showers that I can
Okay.
use.
And then if you wanted to clean up or rinse off, you could come right inside here and do it then.
You could, but then you'd have water all over the floor.
Okay.
I could put a water tank on the other side of the headache rack up here
Oh, okay.
and have like a road shower set up there.
Do you think you'll do that when you...
Eventually, maybe. Just depends on how much boondocking type
Okay.
camping I'd start doing.
Well, let's go ahead and look at this outdoor kitchen that I am just dying for you to show us. How does this kitchen work, Bobby?
So when you get where you're going, you just slide this out, turn on the propane tank that operates this 2-burner stove,
Okay.
which has storage underneath.
Oh, wow. So you've got the
And-
2 burners, the storage.
Yep. And eventually, though, I'm going to take this out and put a sink.
Oh, okay.
And then it's got the Dometic freezer ice chest that runs off a 12-volt and 110.
And you got that on a slide, you said right
Yeah,
here.
it's all on a slide.
Now, if you take out the sink, what will you do as far as cooking?
As far as cooking, I have a Blackstone griddle over here that you can cook anything on. So
you've just got everything. You got the Blackstone, the refrigerator, and you're going to add a sink. And then I see you've set up a table out here.
yep, I got the table where it's where I prep all my food. Sometimes eat here, and then I just added this tarp over the top just to protect it some, give me some shade, and when I'm cooking, and keep the rain off of it if it's raining.
So I bet people are going to be curious as to how long does it take you to get this set up when you pull into a place, how long to get set up?
Like you see it here, about 2 hours.
About 2 hours?
Yeah.
Okay. And is this the way you do it usually, or do you have a minimal setup that you sometimes use?
It just, if I'm gonna be someplace for 2 or 3 days, then I'll set it up like this.
Okay.
If it's like an overnighter or I'm just stopping on the side of the road and need to sleep, then I'll just climb in and go to sleep.
Okay.
So
now how much does the flyer weigh?
that I can't tell you.
Okay.
I used to pull it when I bought it. I bought it to pull behind a Jeep, and the Jeep pulled it fine. It struggled a little up major grades, and it got horrible gas mileage.
Okay.
So I ended up getting rid of the Jeep and buying that pickup there to pull it that has an eco diesel engine in it. So it doesn't even know the trailer's there.
Okay. So that is a much better experience pulling
Yeah.
it. Wow. Well, Bobby, thank you so much. And so 3 years and you're going to be calling it a day and be out fishing most of the time.
I'm going to travel the country, see states I had never been to, and do a lot of fishing.
So this is your practice for that.
Yes.
Well, I hope we can catch up with you when you get out on the road. And thank you so much for your service. We appreciate it and we honor you. Thank you, and we will catch you down the road.
All right, thank you.